Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nicole. If you're old, welcome back. It is November 4th. How is it November 4th? I have so much to do. I do shop on Black Friday. I might not actually go out to stores on Black Friday or Thanksgiving, which is when they start now. But day before Thanksgiving, Goodies had a sale last year and I went to that. I might just try to condense it all to, online if I can. Main thing is like the littles presents, and I might save those for Ollie's because Ollie's has a sale December 10th. But anyway, like enough about this month and how crazy this month is going to be, because I do have to crack down. I've gotten like most of my nieces, like the elder nieces. I have a few presents for Emma, which might be changed because her birthday's in January. I've got some for Nathan. And I got one thing for Caleb. So I'm like, I still have a ways to go. And a few shirts for, Tristan. So I still have a ways to go and buy. But I digress. This video is about my October faves, So-sos, and Eww-nos. I actually don't think I have any Eww-nos, or I can't remember what they were. It's been a long month. I was on vacation now. So I'm just gonna try to hop on into this because it's a little crazy, my mess around me right now. And the first favorite is this daggum Z palette I got from Ricky's NYC subscription in September. I finally loaded it up, and look, I have no room, and that keeps popping off that little magnet. That glue wasn't secure enough to hold that. That's a Hikari pressed pigment, so it has like that's where it's supposed to go. It has hopped. All of these are the not Buxom, Bronx. All the planet shadows I hauled a month or two ago. Or no, it probably was during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I think I hauled all them because they're really, really pretty, or right after that. But yeah, there's all the planets. So I haven't used them. That's actually an Ofra blush that's really pretty. And then some Sephora shadows. Those two Makeup Geek shadows. Hikari. These two are, no, this is ColourPop. These are a couple Wet n Wilds. That's ColourPop too. And I have a whole, like my other little Z palette from BoxyCharm filled up. But yeah, this came right when I needed it because I forgot I had all these single shadows I needed to put in here. So it's worked out great. So happy I got that. Okay, next favorite is the skincare. I actually really like this Belief Aqua Balm, and I heard that this is the blue one, which is like a gel, and this one's apparently like it's almost gone, like because it's not like in the edges, it's just in there. And I've been using it, and it was so handy on the trip. I don't know, I didn't really have any dry skin, so I can't tell you except for that allergic reaction, which something cleared up. I don't know if it was this. I don't think it was. But it's nice. I don't know if I would buy the big one, but it is nice. And I enjoyed it this month, so, kudos to that. Another love. I did like these a lot. The only thing I don't love about them is they do move around a little bit. And I have the other colors somewhere. These are the Dose colors. This is the color Cork. I should have a picture posted on Instagram. I'm not sure. I mean, wearing it. The only thing is they can move around your lips through talking. They're eating, definitely, and drinking. They're drinking, they do. Which is like, because Ofra doesn't do that. Ofra won't move around your lips when you drink. And NYX is decently good at not doing that, like their liquid suedes. And this is drier than that. And kiss proof, but I don't. It just wants to move around more and wipe off a little easier. But pigmentation wise, great. They are pretty daggum comfortable, so I recommend these. I enjoyed getting them half off, during the Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. Or the other ones. I like Cork a lot. Monday's is so gorgeous because it has that reddish undertone. And then Campfire is really, really pretty. So I should have pictures of wearing all of these or in a video somewhere, so I don't have to label my information. Why am I itchy? Okay. Another love this month. I was actually wearing Aqua, and I labeled it as Peacock in a picture one time. But I love these. These are the Ulta gel pencil things. They stay in your waterline. They will not freaking move. Even if you cry a little bit, they don't move. So I do love these. I really only got use out of Aqua and then Copper. And the rest of these are, like, I didn't swatch them in that video, did I? Okay, this is Penny, because I didn't have them open. You can see, it's very, like, taupey color. Could have used that in my waterline. This is Aqua, which is gorgeous. Like one swipe, they do not move. When they set, they don't move. I haven't tried to smudge them out because I just put them on a water line. This is Peacock, which is like, has a green undertone to it. Very pretty. This is Olive Oil, which is a very pretty green. You can see. And last but not least is Copper, which y'all see me doodle all over my face with. Watch that Halloween fall one. Alright. So love these, highly recommend them. They are $8 a piece, but Ulta Beauty stuff always goes like, has all these sales. Right now I think it's a buy one get one free, or buy two get two free, something like that. So it's a great time to pick them up. Basically would equal out to $4 a pencil. I got them for $3 because during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty they were like way on sale. Okay, another thing I have liked is the Stellar powder that came in my Sephora Play. I've been using it set. If you watch the Get Ready With Me, which I only did like part of my makeup, I finished my eyes and my lip later. But I set with this. The only thing is it doesn't feel as soft as the Laura Mercier, if you know what I'm talking about, but it is that fine. And it sets really well. Like, I don't have creasy under eyes, so we are going to put that back in my thing. Oh, here's another Ulta pencil. I didn't open this one, but that's alright. That favorite is the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion. I had something on my nose that I think was called Amelia because it wouldn't pop, it wouldn't come to a head, but it looked like, you know, white-headed pimple. It would not go away, it would not pop. I used this one time, and the next time it was like, it was gone. Like, washed my face the next day, it was like gone. It like opened up and like, it was awesome. This Pore Dermabrasion. I even bought another one from somebody. I paid like $18 for it. From somebody, so that's how much I loved it. I bought a backup, just one backup though. I didn't go crazy with it. I bought one backup. Alright, love that one. And I'm trying to get, like, I have a couple Milia under here, but it's harder to like open them up, and you're not supposed to put it right on your eyeball. Okay, is this L'Oreal Hydra Renewal, and I did take this to the beach with me, so I think this might have helped my allergic reaction I was having from wiping those lips off in that Ricky NYC haul video, which wasn't the lipstick fault. I mean, lipsticks are supposed to stay. You're not supposed to swatch that many that like dry down that quickly to like where they're not moving, which is what I did with makeup wipes. It would probably have been easier if I actually used my makeup remover. But I've enjoyed this, using it day and night. I haven't had dry skin issues for like recently, so I've enjoyed that, and it's really nice. Okay, I haven't really used this since we got back, but I did take it with me on my trip. It is the Narcissus palette, and let me tell you, this is good. I like the bronzer and the contour. I didn't really use the shade, and my finger got in that shade, but these two blushes are really nice for me. I enjoyed these two, so it was a good investment for a half off. I enjoyed it. I just need to actually use it more. I feel like I'm missing something. I probably am missing something. I'm missing an eyeshadow palette I tried this month. Ooh. Maybe not. So I was using that Saint Center, but that made my last month's favorite, didn't it? Because I took that on the trip with me. But then I had something. What did I use? Oh, the Prism palette. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is a favorite. I'm so sorry. Here, I'll show you this. This is a favorite. I have the box in here. The Anastasia Prism. I don't take it to work because it's one of those you have to work with. It will work. You'll just have a little fallout. It works better with setting spray, which I don't. I have to apply my eyeshadow dry at work. I don't have. I try to do it quickly, so it's only a weekend palette for me. But I have loved the colors I created, and you know the only color I can't use is that one right there, that navy blue one, which doesn't bother me at all, because the carmine in it. The rest blend beautifully. There's not too much fallout. They're about as soft as Lorac shadows. there's not a lot of fallout. I did not, I didn't take it on the trip with me because I wanted to do the unboxing here. They do get more intense. I tried out that duochrome color and, what was it? Dimension. And it applies nicely dry. Wet, it's so super intense and gorgeous. So I highly recommend that one with setting sprays, or even glue. There's not a lot of fallout even dry, and they will apply dry. It's just they go more intense and there's less fallout with especially those duochrome shades if you apply it wet. So that's why I tend to leave it at home instead of taking it to work, because I just can't mess with that at work. So moving on. Now that I remember what I forgot, because I'll remember everything. Alright, another thing I'm really enjoying, because I really do think it is cutting down my blow dry time, and I've only used it about a week and a half, something like that. I got this from BoxyCharm. I accumulated enough charms, which you get, it's basically like Ipsy points. It is charm points, and you accumulate like 50, which basically equals $5. Yeah. But you can only cash in you have to have at least 1,000 points or something to cash in. But you accumulate like 50 points for every review. You get 100 points monthly, but a lot of times they only have like a couple of things in the charm shop. It's not like Ipsy. They tend to replenish more often. So when I was just on that where I had bought more for dermabrasion and stuff. I was on there and someone had said that they had gotten more rewards. So I was like, I'm gonna go check. They had this. This is $44. So you do buy it with your points, and I should have bought like one of the other crap things because I had enough for a $6 like sharpener or something. Because it wouldn't let me break it up where I could spend the extra points on the $4 shipping. You can buy the 400 points for the shipping to be free. But anyway, they wouldn't let me break it up. So this was $44, but it is. I don't think it cuts quite in half. I think it's maybe like a third of the time, which is so helpful, especially like colder mornings. Because I tend to want to curl up in my bed and not get out. So I'm trying to rush around and get ready. And one thing you need a quick blow dry because it's freezing cold outside. So it has been working. I've already used that much though, and it's expensive. Why are you expensive? But it's from PYT's A Pretty Young Thing, I guess. Cosmetics, and I think people had gotten something from this brand in a past box. I wasn't one of them, so I don't know. But I am enjoying that. Yes, just dropped. And this is my bag that I took to the beach. I'm just going to pull out a few things. These are the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. They're basically toner pads on little thin cotton pads. They are great. They were so handy for travel. I love them. Helped a lot. So we're good with that. That one I didn't really use. Trying to figure out what this ended up being handy. This Aquaphor down there at the beach. I finally broke into my Glam Glow Starter Nude Glow Mega Illuminating Moisturizer, and I liked it a lot. So it did glow. It was a nice moisturizer. I think I don't know why I had this feeling, but I think something in here helped my allergic reaction. This and this. This is, spit a little bit, facial moisturizing cream from Glow for a Cause. I got it in that set with the shampoo, and it smells so good. It smells like vanilla orange. But I used it every day down there at the beach, and there wasn't a lot in it, and I barely touched it. I think this and that helped that allergic reaction, and I didn't have a breakout or anything from it being scented because I think it's naturally scented. So I like that. And I did enjoy this Estee Edit overnight water pack. It's an overnight mask, and it was handier. These little things came so handy. I didn't have to pack a whole lot more. Some of this wasn't even on the trip. It's just stuff I've gotten recently. So I think that's it for that. And we're moving along. Maybe. Another surprising favorite, because Ciate and me, I don't like their nail polishes. They ate my nails, or at least that one did. I won't touch this brand for that reason. I didn't like their lip gloss because it was sticky and messy and just everywhere. But this is their Wonder Wand mascara. Okay, I have it on today. While it is not the most radical, like boom length and lashes and volume, I mean, it adds a little of all, okay? Like one coat adds a little bit of volume. You can see it, you know, enough. And it does tend to hold the curl, which is really good. I mean, you can build it. Like, I'm going to just go ahead and build it a little bit. It just adds a little bit of volume. It does kind of clump just a little bit. That's annoying. But this stuff, and granted, we haven't been that hot, but there's been a couple kind of warm days. It has not smudged, budged, or flaked on me. And I don't know if it's waterproof or not, because it removes pretty easily with, you know, I've been using like a coconut soap, like from Shea Moisture, like a big old block to like wash off my makeup. It removes easily with that. But this stuff, and you know, we haven't had like a uber warm day, but we've been up in the 70s. I've been using it like higher 70s too. And it does not move. I am super impressed with that mascara, and it surprised me. And I can use it on my lash line and it doesn't go anywhere. So super, super impressed with that, which surprises me. So you never know. Another thing I've really enjoyed, I have enjoyed the Urban Decay Amulet liquid lipstick. I like the formula. It doesn't tend to move, and I mean, it's not going to last you through eating and stuff. It's not that type of formula, but it's really nice. It has a really nice consistency, kind of like Ofra Cosmetic ones. So I have been enjoying this one. So I might not give my other little travel sample away. I might save it because, you know, you're supposed to replace these after a year or two. And I've used this a few times, so I might actually use this little one up. So never know. And I think the last thing, is this the last thing? Please be the last thing. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. I have a couple things in here. My everyday makeup bag. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Okay. I bought, because you know I got the Liquid Becca, which I don't mind liquid highlighters, but I don't tend to use them during the week because it takes more time. And I'm like one of those dab a brush really quickly and swipe on the cheeks kind of girl. I haven't even done that today. But anyway, I'm a member of that Boxy swapping shop. And I bought this from somebody for like $18. I know the box is only $21, but I bought the powder Prosecco Pop, and I love the packaging. I love this. It is so pretty. It's been like my highlighter of the month. Like, see, this is what I do. Like, really quickly. That's my highlight game. That's my highlight game for the week. I'm like, I don't have time to like buff in a liquid. I don't mind doing that on the weekend, but I don't have time for it during the week. Like, legit, I'm not waking up early to mess with it. I don't know where the other highlight is. Where did that other highlight go? It went somewhere. It flew the coop. And a blush that has been a past favorite. I've been using Feisty a lot from Tarte. This is a old sample I've got, but I've been using this. It's a great neutral blush. I've been using that a lot. So, I don't know where my other highlight is. But I was going to talk about the Blissful from Ofra. I like that for the beach. But that one has glitter in it. And it stays. It'll stay on your cheek. But unless you want glitter, I would stay away from it. I personally don't mind it and I love it. I don't usually do that for work though. Even though I use the Wet n Wild, which has glitter. So I probably could. But I did enjoy it quite a lot on the beach. So, last thing I'm going to talk about is this mint chocolate palette from I Heart Makeup. Really, Makeup Revolution. It looks like this. I recently hauled this. I have been using the crap out of this palette. Y'all saw the swatches. Okay. I love this palette. I really do. But to be able to like this palette, you have to be willing to work with it and know how it works. The mattes are great. They blend. They apply. No fallout with any of this at all. No fallout. No matter which do. The mattes are great and pigmented and blend fine. They're not overly pigmented or too pigmented, so you can build them up easily. The thing with the shimmers, and I noticed this most of Makeup Revolution palettes, and there is a scent to this one, but in Sorry Heart Makeup ones, most of them with a brush, you have to build up the pigment, which is fine. It just takes another minute. You have to add a couple layers, and that's about it. And these are so inexpensive, and you're not feeling that. And look, like, I've been using them quite frequently. It's not like I've used a lot, even applying them. I have discovered that if I could find a flat brush like that. Okay. This line of Wet n Wild, because I have an actual eyeshadow brush. This is a crease one. This line from Wet n Wild, which is the white handled one, and they're pink tipped. You know, this one's dirty. But they don't apply these that great. They're fine for the crease. But the shimmer shadows, don't use these really, really synthetic brushes. Go for a softer bristle or a natural bristle, like this one from e.l.f. is fine. Or no, this is Coastal Scent. Like, this one's fine. I've been using the black handled Wet n Wild. Like, I'm sure a natural haired one would work fine. If I could find that black handled. I know I have an extra one. I always have like a million of them. Don't know where that. Okay, yeah. Don't use this one from Wet n Wild. That one needs to be washed. But don't use that one. Here it is. This one works better for the shimmer shades. This is a Wet n Wild black one. I don't know if they still make these. I found this at like Dollar General, I guess. Or Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure they're still synthetic. They feel a lot like the Luxie ones, maybe not quite as soft. But anyway, they apply the shimmers better. Like, you cannot pick them up with those white-haired ones. I don't know why. But, because I have both of them in my makeup bag for work, you know, that I carry around. So, especially, oh no, really all these shimmers. But especially like the yellow one and this one. In this, you have to build up. This is like the duochrome blue brown one. You have to build them up, but it's such an expensive palette that I don't mind. The pigment is there. You can build up maybe a little bit more with your finger. I think, I haven't tried these out, but I am pretty sure that if you went in with a wet brush, you wouldn't have to even build them up. They would pick up the pigment and go about your business. Like, I would probably actually wet my brush then go in. Or if you wet your brush as you do it, it doesn't fall out or anything. But it just takes some building up before you see the pigment that you do in the pan for the shimmers. The mattes are fine. So, that's just the thing. It's just a palette, like, that's why it's like, it's so hard to give first impressions on something when you don't use it. Because if I had given you a first impression, I went in on this and I used the white haired one, which I might not have grabbed from there. I probably would have grabbed a softer one and had an easier time applying this. Then I would give you like a review. But this is like where you get, this is, you know, the shimmers are picky. Like, they have to be built up just a little bit, just a little extra time. So add another minute to your makeup routine to build up the shimmer. But once they're on your eye, they stay. They're gorgeous, and they blend fantastic. I mean, they just look gorgeous. I mean, the color's like, bam, there. But you have to build it up to get that color in the pan. And you have to have the right brush, because it's kind of picky. And it was this brush I was using. I haven't tried the Packer one. Why didn't I try Packer one? I don't know. Just maybe the texture. I thought there might have been a fallout with it. Or I might not have the Packer one. I think I just have these. So a Packer one might work a little bit better and not take as much building up. But I just figured I would tell y'all that if you don't like having to build up eyeshadow, then that's not the shimmer palette for you. But at the same time, you're not paying the price of the Saint and Center palette or the Prism palette or even the Prism palette for those duochrome ones. You definitely need a glitter glue or a setting spray. But, you know, these are not going to be that. Like, they're not priced that way. It's $15 or $16 on that website. So it's not going to be like that. And yeah, there's other palettes. I have had trouble with more expensive shadows than that. So that's just the thing. Like, that's why, like, so hard with the first impression, because if you don't switch your brush to know if one applies better than the other, if you don't wet your brush to know if that's the way to work it. I mean, shadows are finicky. But I do enjoy this palette. It's just I've learned to work with it the past week or two. Or a couple weeks. Yeah, I don't know. It's been like 2.5 weeks. So anyway, I think that's it from my monthly favorites. So-sos and Eww-nos. And I don't have any Eww-nos. I don't even really have a so-so. Maybe just that, like, I enjoy it, but I probably wouldn't buy it. Yeah. And this one is a favorite. It's just I had to learn how to work it. And I'm glad. Well, I don't care. I'll stick with something for a week or two. Until I decide I don't like it at all. Like that Lottie London palette. God, that thing was awful. Anyway, so yeah. So it's just correct brushes, correct technique is going to make all the difference in how this, and you can apply them with your finger. They'll apply with your finger a little bit better. But you don't have to. It's not one of those that absolutely you can't pick them up with a brush. I want to point that out. It's not one of those. It's just if you do, and you do it dry, you're going to have to build it a little bit to get the color that you would in the paint. To really get that color, you're going to have to build a couple or 3 layers. Like, you're just going to have to build it. If you wet your brush, you might not have to. I just haven't tried it wet. But it's not the one where you have to apply with your finger, like some certain expensive palettes have those shadows that have to be applied with your finger. It's not that. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodles.